Ivan here from Waterloo Kia. This is the Hyundai Santa Fe that we have right in front of me. I'm going to take a look at all the different imperfections that I see, so that way you get a good representation of what this vehicle is all about. Let's take a look. So we're going to do a full video walk around here. So you can see that there's no major dings or dents. A couple stone chips that I saw on the vehicle. There we go. Just doing a full 360. And then we'll dive into all the different features of this beautiful car. There we go. So now we're going to go into in-depth basically to see any imperfections on the outside. Then we'll take a look at the inside of the vehicle and go from there. So first thing that I've seen on the car, a couple stone chips. You have a stone chip right there, just a couple here on the bumper. There we go. We're gonna do the full bumper from left to right. We'll go over each panel. So you have a stone chip right there. Lights are perfect. Got a couple stone chips right there. And again, these ones up close. Pretty hard to see from far away. One, but it looks like a stone chip right there. You know, that's just some kind of imperfection. But it looks like it's been filled in. Now let's take a look at the front quarter panel. Just like that. It's perfect. Then we're going to the front driver's side door and the mirror. Let's take a look at that. Small little dust there. That's washable. And again, let's take a look here. There we go. No imperfections on the door. Let's take a look at the back door here. Driver's side. And I'm doing this all in one take, which will be a 20-minute long video probably by the end of it. But it'll give you a good representation what the vehicle is. Here's the rear quarter panel, driver's side. That way you can see it before you come in. And this is the roof line. Right there. And then we're going to do the rear bumper here. See, the rear bumper is in perfect condition. This thing has parking sensors. And here's the trunk. And up top, spoiler. And finally, we're doing the rear quarter panel on the passenger side. As you can see, this is the door for charging, and then you have your gas on the other side. So take a look all the way around. Let's take a look at the roof line here. Perfect. Then we'll go back to the rear door on the passenger side. Just like that. Passenger side front door. You can see that there's a small imperfection right there. overall very minor things, which you're going to see on a used car. And the mirror, you see that's all good. Here we have the front passenger side fender. And we have a stone chip right there. That. And what seems to be a small scratch right there in the plastic. Now, if we're looking at the tires here, that's the next thing. So we're gonna look lengthways down. That. Very good tread. Almost brand new. And let's take a look at each rim. That. No imperfections that I can see. There we go. A little bit of oxidation, but that's very normal in our Canadian winters. There we go. So that's the outside of the vehicle. You can see glass here. All good. No chips. Moonroof up top. It's a panoramic moonroof. There we go. Now let's take a look at the inside of the vehicle. We're going to take a look at each door. And I'm going to zoom out a little bit here. Let's take a look if we can zoom out. There we go. So you got your memory seats for driver 1 and 2. And we have the window controls right there. Window locks. If we look in here, carpet mats. This is the driver's side control for the seat. So we have extensions for your thigh support. We have thigh support right there. We have full seat up and down. We have forward, backwards. We have the recline, and then we have 4-way adjust power lumbar. So up and down, out and in. Okay, so we're gonna get back to this, but let's take a look at inside the rear door. We have to make sure that everything is unlocked for us. And I think because I have the car on, it wouldn't do that. But yeah, vehicle will automatically turn off. So let's take a look at everything else that you get in the car. I'll figure out the locking unlocking thing. Here we have all the safety features. So you have your digital illumination right here for the gauge cluster. We also have the lane keep assist, auto hold for the tailgate. We have traction control. Down here we have the fuel door, and we have the parking brake. If we take a look inside here, we're going to go over everything on the vehicle. Right here we have automatic lights. So they're set to auto. They'll turn on automatically. You never have to turn a switch. It's done by this little sensor right up here. And we also have the windshield wipers on this side. So they control the front and the back. Huge 12-inch gauge cluster right here that tells you your speed. So you have your speedometer right there. And you have your infotainment and everything else on this side. So we'll be able to go through all these different things. So you can see on there your charge state and Eco EV. You can have your engine temperature. You can have your lane keep assist information, drive info, all these different things that you can have on there. On here we have a mode button. This mode right here is for the different radio stations. You have your volume up and down. You have your voice assistant answering the phone call, ending a phone call. On this side we have our lane keep assist. Here we have our adaptive cruise control distance, our menu page that changes the different menus that are on the gauge cluster, cruise control on and off, and up and down to set your cruise control right here. Now, if we're looking at the screen, it's a nice screen right here. We have a radio and media center. It has Sirius XM satellite radio. You also have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. You can connect your phone directly to the system. You can also see the EV page where it's going to show you all the things about the hybrid part of it. Also, you have FM and you have AM. So it depends on what you're listening to. You have the ability to have both on there. Up top here, we have your regular mirror, and on the bottom of the mirror, if I go right under here, we have the garage door opener that's included on there. And finally, let's take a look at the center console here. So I'm just using my gimbal, so hopefully it's going to be not as jagged, but let's take a look here. We have the driver side temperature, passenger side temperature. We have the climate control for the whole vehicle. We have automatic fan control. Then we have our shifter right here, park, reverse, neutral, and drive. We have EV or HEV, and it'll just drive it in electric. Auto hold for your brakes, heated steering wheel. We have heated and ventilated seats for both the driver and passenger. And here we can see the camera at any time. So let's take a look at that. So you can have it show you the whole thing or just straight down. And then we go back down here. We also have the different eco modes. So we have drive, sport, and that changes the gauge cluster as well. Hill descent mode and parking sensors, you can have those. Right here you have your USB port. You also have a wireless charger stuck right in here, so you can put your phone inside and charge it. And a cup holder here, cup holder here. Inside the middle, and let's take a look down here. I'll see if I can get the phone to take an image of it. But we have a decent sized storage compartment. So you can use it for a whole lot of different things. And I apologize again for the wonky camera angles, but that's the best the gimbal can do. So I'm going to show you how this thing works right here, and you can see all the different modes that it has available. So right now, if we are in smart mode, it's going to look like this. If we are in sport mode, it's going to look like that. Then we have the eco mode. The next one is snow. So we have the drive terrain, snow, mud, and sand. So we can pick between all of those. Inside, when we look at the seats, no damage on the seats. They're nice quilted leather seats. There we go, you can see. And we have the panel roof, which, let's take a look at it. Open. And it also closes. You have two separate functions, one for the shade and one for just the front, and it's just a small touch for the shade versus a full click. You have shades also on each of the windows in the back. So if I show you that right there, and that's basically it. So let me know when you can come in and test drive it. This is a beautiful vehicle. I think you're absolutely going to love it.